We're live. That's what it tells us. Hello. If you've
Hello.
got any sensible questions, feel free to put them in the chat. But we are here to talk about the premiere of All of Me live from Tynemouth Bay, looking over the cliffs, which we recorded. Was it the end of last summer? It was the last day of summer, I think. As you'll see, it was very sunny, which we weren't expecting. I think, did you get a bit of sunburn?
I did. Wasn't prepared. Certainly didn't have any sun cream.
Yeah, I think we weren't expecting it at Tynemouth in September or whatever it was. But yeah, if it looks like I'm about to pass out, then it probably is due to the sunstroke that I was suffering. Here we go. Greetings from Venezuela. We've got somebody from Venezuela here. Hello. Thank you. I've done a lot of South American interviews over the last, I guess, few months of our new album, Nature Always Wins, coming out, and Latin America, Central America, and it's nice to know that you're out there. If you can hear us, feel free to ask a question. Here we go. We've got Berlin joining us. Let's see. I do actually have to lean into this and look. Yeah. Grüße aus Berlin. Hello from an American in Prague. And we've got Montreal. We've got a Canadian. We've got Lizzie. A global audience tonight for our YouTube premiere.
Hello. Hello. Hello, world.
Hello. Wake Me When I Fall says, what's the thinking behind the EP being a digital-only release? Any plans on a limited edition vinyl? Which is an excellent question, and one I wish we could answer better. But the honest answer is that it costs too much to make vinyl these days, and we feel like it would be maybe ripping people off if we were to make something and then have to charge, like, I guess, 10 to 15 pounds for a 12-inch or something with these songs that are on the live EP. However, even though it won't be a physical product, we did get Tom Etherington, who helped us design Nature Always Wins, with the Laura Lancaster great painting on the front cover. He has come up with a really nice design for this EP, and if there are any more EPs, I don't know whether there will be, I can't say any more than that, then I'm sure he'll be able to do some more great design for us. But everything these days is much more digital. And we were just talking today about, what singles we've had. What was the last single on vinyl? And we think it might be Leave This Island.
Yep.
So from Too Much Information, which is,
7 years ago.
Six, I don't know. And so it's a bit upsetting for us as vinyl fans and as people who used to collect the 7 inches when a band would put them out. And obviously we've put out loads of 7 inches in the past, which people have bought. And, it's nice to see them on Instagram and on Twitter when people post their collection of our singles and stuff with all the artwork, which we slave over. But yeah, for this one, especially with it being a live thing as well, obviously the last thing that we did before Nature Always Wins was As Long As We Keep Moving, a live album, which was our first ever gatefold vinyl. And so we have a live document out there on vinyl, so it didn't feel as essential to put this out on a physical thing. We are, putting out songs that are on Nature Always Wins. So it felt maybe a little bit superfluous, but in terms of actually you hearing this live EP, we felt it was worthwhile doing, because we obviously haven't been able to play live over the last 18 months and beyond, really, apart from, we did our socially distanced gig up here in Newcastle, which was really nice. But yeah, it's nice for hopefully for you to hear us playing as a band and with Gemma on keyboards, and we've got Andrew now on bass because Paul Rafferty has left for pastures new. He makes a lot of music by himself at the moment, and I think was probably a bit bored of getting on the train from Liverpool to rehearse in Newcastle. So yeah, we've borrowed Andrew from Field Music, and as you'll see on the video that's coming up, and if you've ever seen the other ones from this particular live session, yeah, we've got Andrew playing bass, and Gemma's really fitted in nicely, that both of them. So it's great to have like a kind of document of them playing our songs, because when we made Nature Always Wins, we were all in totally different places, and it was a bit sad, really, because we love making the music and being in the same room and just feeling the energy of a song. So this video that you're about to see of us playing All of Me, it was like the first time that we'd played it as a band, really. Obviously we rehearsed before we got there, but the first time that we'd done it with that kind of intensity of somebody filming you, recording things. So it was that's some of the thinking behind it.
And
anyway.
there's only been one other band performance since, so we're still very much in single digits of new performances of new materials. So not for much longer, though, hopefully.
Let's see. We've got some questions coming in. We've got somebody from Mexico and Brazil.
Hello.
Fantastic. So how did we decide on what tracks would end up on the EP? That's quite an easy one, because these are the only 5 songs that we did on the cliffs at Tynemouth. So that was quite easy. Although, if one of them had gone badly wrong, we wouldn't have put it on. But
and they were chosen because these were the 5 tracks that led up to the release of the album. So we wanted to support that notion. I think it was a decision we made with our label as well. And
I mean, they are the singles, I guess. So it's putting them all in one place and having this extra live dimension to them. Let's see. We've got dear listeners here from Morpeth, bigging up my radio show, dear listener. Mike Hebden there. What is your favourite song you've composed? We get asked that every now and then. What about you, Tom? On the spur of the moment, what can you say?
I enjoyed Baby Sleep a lot recently. It's very hard to say. It changes day to day. Limassol is still an old favourite, but it's wrong to choose between them, as from a band member's point of view.
Feels wrong.
Yeah, it's just.
What about you, Duncan? You got a favour off top of your head?
I think Versions of You is the last song written for the record. I think so, because it's the freshest from that batch. I'd probably say that one for now. Tend to like the newest thing is what I'm kind of the most exciting thing, because it's the freshest thing.
Yeah, I mean, Versions of You off the new record is one of my favourites. I find it very moving, just the kind of the way that the song works as well. It kind of conveys the emotions that I wanted it to convey when I was, writing the lyrics or whatever. And I think that the same can be said of something like Books from Boxes, where it feels like it captures the moment somehow. The whole combination of everything and the recording as well. It feels like even Tom's triangle on Books from Boxes, like every little aspect of it, I feel like it really helped the song come across, and it feels good. And I think the same can be said of Versions of You, with some of the kind of synthy sounds that Ben Allen, who produced it, did. These kind of generated these like ambient synths from somewhere, and we didn't have to say change it. He'd obviously listened to the song and knew what it was about, and kind of empathized, and that led him down a particular production path. So yeah, that's a good question. Always a good question. You could mention so many of our songs, because we love them all in their own way. Let's see, what else have we got? Aside from promoting Nature Always Wins, how do you all keep busy? Children is probably a top answer amongst us.
Painting. I've got back into painting quite heavily, so that's aside from all the other things to juggle, that's when I get about an hour a week. I splash and paint on the canvas and do that.
Tom, you've been doing a lot of DIY lately.
I'm Mr. DIY.
I don't know how interesting that is, but Tom moved back to Newcastle. We're all in Newcastle. In case you've just tuned in, this is our studio in Newcastle, and we've propped my laptop up so hopefully you can see us all equally. But yeah, Tom's back up, and we've actually moved the computer over so you don't see a lot of his his homewares that are stored in our
I've got
studio.
two drum kits in the studio now instead of one, so I'm taking up a good half the room. So yeah, pleased about that. But I also have a garden now for the first time, so I had to invest in a lawnmower recently. This is really rock and roll stuff, and I used it for the first time just yesterday, I think, and it worked great.
Lawnmower chat.
Yeah.
The lawnmower man,
good
Tom
content.
English.
I did actually sing to myself, mowing the lawn, mowing the lawn. Anyway.
I mean,
That's
you
what
know,
you're supposed to do,
there are somebody from Turkey. Hello to Turkey. Hello to Kingston. Any chance
Kingston upon Thames or Jamaica?
I'm going with upon Thames.
Okay.
Any chance of a 20th anniversary re-recording of a certain trigger? Absolutely not.
Re-recording?
What are you trying to say? Like, is meeting up about the pandemic times or about sexy times? It's about sexy times.
Of the two.
Of the two. I mean, yeah, that doesn't define the song, but you know, since we've been given a binary set of options there, here we go. Yes, so people enjoying the parenthood theme, but you don't need to be a parent, which I agree. As chief in the lyrics department,
Chief lyrics.
chief lyrics, the wordsmith. Anyway, yeah, I did think a lot about the lyrics, trying to be true to what I wanted to write about, but also, yeah, I look at the lyrics from a little step back and try and think, can this apply to lots of different situations? And if it does, it passes the Maximo Park test. So that's nice to hear, because yeah, we don't like to close people off when we write the songs that we have. And again, somebody else says that when I heard the new album was going to have a parenthood theme, I thought, oh no, but you somehow pulled it off. But yeah, I mean, it's about, you know, all of our songs have been about our experiences and growing older, whatever stage of life that is. You kind of assessing what's happening to you and writing about it, like many other people have done in the past. And if you do it right, then it's unique to you, but also there's something universal about it. So yeah, you'll hear that in this song, All of Me. If you're still not familiar with it, if you haven't already got the record. Anything else? Let's see. Was Quicken the Heart your only album to get its own accompanying background curtain release? Absolutely not.
Good spot.
We have a lot of old backdrops, but this one was the most sensitive to our decor needs.
And probably the most snazzy.
Yeah, I think so. It's a peak, I would say. I mean, the Too Much Information one was great because it had the guy shaving his tongue, and that looked really good at festivals. And did we put our name on that?
I can't remember.
I'm not sure if we did.
I always tried to resist having our name on it and it just be an art thing, which we did on the last album. Risk to Exist.
That's true.
Was just the diagonal stripes.
But this one's got a nice silky feel to it, as well as the photogram that is on the sleeve. We commissioned an artist to actually do a photogram, which is where you put objects or manipulate the photographic paper directly when you expose it. And I don't think you can tell that when you look at the sleeve, but now you know. You can go and look at the art design qualities of Quicken the Heart sleeve, which is 12 this week, actually. Happy birthday, Quicken the Heart. We're running out of time. If we don't stop this chat, the video just won't happen. So hello to John from Redcar. I can't answer the question because it'll take too long. But he talks about celebrating iron and steel disappearing and the Redcar Works, which is being demolished. And lemon tops. Lemon tops are delicious. Very, very interesting Teesside delicacy. But I'm actually doing a solo gig, bit of a plug for the Northumbrian Miners Picnic coming up. And I will be singing mining songs, so I will be indirectly referencing the historical mining and working history of the Northeast. Going to end it there. Thanks for joining us, and I hope you like this video. Bennett Media did a great job in filming it. We'll see you again sometime, and we'll see you live in real life. Take care.
Enjoy.
Goodbye.